The top-ranked and undefeated Lincoln Patriots improved to 11-0 with a close win over Brookings last night. Jeff Halseth's team has gone through the season unscathed to this point. That means they haven't lost, even with losing Jared Jaros for a few games, but now he's back. And the Pats have a big game Saturday night with the top team in Class A, the T Titans. That should be a fun one. And he knows that every opponent from now on is going to be fired up to play the top team in Class AA.
The games that we got ahead are not going to be easy games. We feel pretty good where we're at. You know, we're still not where we need to be. I don't think we've peaked. It's not March yet. Just want to keep telling the guys. And so there's still things we want to get better at, but yet these guys, they just find ways to compete. And they don't like to lose very often, and so they find ways to get some things done. And I think they can make it a little bit easier if they just try to eliminate a few mistakes that we still got going on.
They haven't been making too many mistakes with that 11-0 record, but like Jeff said, it will only get tougher moving forward starting tomorrow night against T at the Pentagon. Now, in their game last night, they took on the Brookings Bobcats. And like we just talked about, teams are raring to go when they're playing that top team in the state, and Trevor Woodall proved why. He had 13 points for Brookings. Game was tied after a quarter. Jaros knocks the ball loose, gets the return pass, goes in for the layup. And this game was tight throughout. Drew Cole had a great game. He had 22 points for the Bobcats, who led in the second quarter. But Tyler Hyatt from way outside, that's Jaros territory for the big guy. He's all smiles. He had 11 points. And Jared had 27 points as Lincoln hung on to win a close one, 58-56. Now, the Titans of T area also have a target on their backs for the past 3 years, and their only loss so far this year was to the top-ranked team in the country from Indiana, La Lemire. That's actually something to hang your hat on, as is the big win over number 2 Sioux Falls Christian in this video on the Chargers' home floor. But you got to wonder, how much are they motivated by not winning the state title after being crowned champion in 2017, with many of the same players back on the team during this run of success?
You know, we really haven't talked that much about it. At the beginning of the year, you know, we kind of used it as motivation going in. But right now, we're just focused on this stretch of games that we have. And just not a lot was said or put into it. But I would imagine when March rolls around, it'll get brought out again. And we'll start to talk about last year and how we need things that we need to do and how we need to play better going into the tournament to be prepared for another situation like that.
Playing La Lemire tough in the Hoop City Classic and then Lincoln this Saturday night is certainly going to help them to be more prepared for the State A tournament in March. And finally, the Stampede at home games last night and tonight. In that game last night, let's go to that video. There were some hard feelings early in this game. You got to show that stuff every now and then. It's all in fun. Andre Lee with a goal as they were down 1-0 would shoot and score. That made it a 1-1 game after one. But then a big second period for Sioux Falls. I was not there shooting. I was shooting basketball. I would never have gotten them to score 3 goals in a period, but they did it for Zach. Yeah, that goal right there by Brian Chambers made it 2-1, and they went on to win by the count of 6-4, and they play tonight against Lincoln. We'll be right back.